Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo, June 20, 2025. Mars moves into your solar house today, bringing invigoration to romance, pleasure, self-expression, and entertainment until August 6. Overall, it's easier to express yourself and your desires during this cycle. You are more willing to take personal risks with your heart and your creative impulses, but also possibly with money. Watch this last one. You are more outgoing and generally seize opportunities as they arise with Mars in this area of your solar chart. Romance can become heated, and this can be stimulating or challenging, depending on the moment or situation. Today's Sun-Venus minor challenge can prompt some indecision. The Sun in your second house these days can encourage you to attend to your practical affairs and also pulls up a desire for some predictability in your life. On the other hand, Venus in your sign encourages you to express yourself and enjoy a more spontaneous approach to your life. Of course, these two different drives can sometimes clash, as you may see more clearly today. A symptom of discontent may be a sudden craving or impulsive choices. Let Cupid's arrows rain down from above. You are entering one of the best periods in your romantic life that you've seen in nearly 2 years, and there is not a single moment to waste. As mighty Mars, the warrior planet of sex, passion, and drive, invigorates your solar of romance, true love, fertility, and dating from now until August 6, 2025, you'll be unable to think of nearly anything else. This is the most significant period for singles to line up new options and put themselves out there, as a soulmate could be right around the corner. You're thinking about the current situation too hard. Why expend so much effort? Let go of the stress and you'll soon see that the details and folks involved are taking care of themselves. Today's planetary alignment is there to encourage you in your pursuit of truth. This is like the Hollywood starlet carrying out the director's wishes with perfection and grace, creating something sublime. In other words, act out your fantasies. Remember that in order to do this successfully, you must plan. A great thing to plan is the meals you will eat in a week. Plan all of them, or up to 5 days' worth, at the start of each week. You will reap enormous benefits, physically, emotionally, and financially. Getting down to business will feel right and good for you today. The essence of vibration will encourage you to take charge of your financial situation and career ambitions. If you are not working in the capacity that you know yourself to be capable of, this is an excellent opportunity for you to do something about it. Further, if your monetary situation is not where you want it to be, look for constructive ways to improve it. Mars is not only on the move today, but a move that makes sense of the last few days. Over the last few days, tension between the Moon and Mars has put your work and life balance under pressure, but in a way that on both sides of life's fence is about to prove a huge advantage. On one side of life's fence, the Moon's departure from your career sector allows you to move into the Sun's final days in your income sector with your professional instincts sharp and a new sense of confidence. On the other side of life's fence, those work and life balance reminders will be a lifeline as Mars returns to spend the next 2 months in a playful and creative part of your chart. Just as the focus should be on the new working week, held back by a retrograde phase, Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos, finally returns to your romantic sector today. Held back by her own retrograde phase and late to return as well, Mars returns to find Venus, the planet of love, in Taurus, long after she should have left. Welcome to the start of some of the most romantically charged weeks of 2025. Virgo, details matter, but don't get lost in them. Quote of the day, Ord. Our serves purpose, not perfection. Color, ivory, clean, sharp, and quiet. Lucky numbers, 1, 10, 16. Something messy may actually be working in your favor. Loosen the reins. Clarity comes when you stop trying to control everything. Our eyes in the sky. For June 20, 2025, the tarot paints a picture of renewed strength, subtle choices, and stepping into your personal power with quiet confidence. The cards drawn today are Strength, 2 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. This spread speaks of inner resilience, emerging clarity, creative purpose, and a fresh emotional beginning. Let's explore the energy of the day together, in a way that feels personal, meaningful, and encouraging. We begin with The card of strength, and it's not about physical power, it's the kind of strength that comes from deep within. The kind you show when you choose patience over anger, compassion over defensiveness, or courage when you'd rather run. You might find yourself today in a situation that tests your response, and strength is reminding you, you already have the grace and grounding you need. Maybe you're managing a difficult conversation, calming your own overthinking, or simply keeping faith when something feels unclear. This card shows up as a quiet lion beside you, not to roar, but to remind you that your calm is your superpower. Next is the Two of Swords, a card that suggests some of us may be sitting at a crossroad. There's likely a decision or a situation where things still feel uncertain, as if you're weighing options or holding off from choosing. That's okay. Sometimes we're not ready to decide because we need more information, or because the heart and mind are pulling in different directions. The invitation here is not to rush, but to go inward. If you're caught between two paths, ask yourself, what would I choose if I wasn't afraid? If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Trust that clarity is coming, but for now, give yourself permission to pause. Then we meet the Queen of Wands, the radiant and bold energy that brings warmth, creativity, and self-assuredness into your day. This card invites you to step out and be seen, even just a little more than usual. Speak up in the meeting. Say yes to something that excites you. Wear the outfit that feels like a statement. The Queen of Wands doesn't dim herself to fit in, and you don't have to either. This energy can also bring a magnetic pull in relationships or social settings, so don't be surprised if people are drawn to your presence today. Own it, and use it wisely. Shine, not for attention, but because your light naturally uplifts others. Next comes the Eight of Pentacles, grounding us in the joy of process. This card is about putting in the work, not in a punishing way, but in a deeply satisfying, purpose-driven way. Whether you're crafting something with your hands, learning a new skill, or refining a habit, this card reminds you that growth happens in the quiet moments. The way you show up matters. Today is a great time to commit to something tangible that serves your long-term goals, even if it's just for 20 minutes. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. And if you've been doubting your path, this card says, your efforts are building something lasting. Finally, we land on the Ace of Cups, a beautiful sign of emotional renewal. This card can appear as a new feeling, a shift in the heart, or the start of something that fills your cup emotionally, be it romance, creative inspiration, or a sense of spiritual connection. The Ace of Cups often feels like that unexpected moment when you feel alive again, even after a heavy season. If you've been hoping for emotional healing or waiting for something meaningful to bloom, this is a soft yes from the universe. Let love in however it appears. A kind word, a meaningful encounter, or a small reminder that your heart is open and worthy of joy. So, June 20th is about navigating inner strength, moving through indecision with grace, owning your power with the Queen's fire, and remembering that hard work and an open heart will never betray you. Wherever you are on your journey today, whether you're wrestling with uncertainty, stepping into our voice, or just taking it one task at a time, know that you're not alone. The energy around you is supportive, encouraging, and ready to help you grow into your next chapter. Have you recently had to make a tough choice or reclaim your confidence after a period of doubt? I'd love to hear how this message resonates with your path. Share your reflections in the comments. Your voice might be the mirror someone else needs today.